Hey there tadpoles, welcome to the Frog Squad. I'm Tom and today you are watching top 5 free Xbox Live arcade games. This is for the Xbox 360, seeming as the Xbox One doesn't really have any arcade games yet. And yeah, these are the top 5 free games available, and I'm not including the games with gold because they're not actually free. They're only free for a limited time, so I'm not including games with gold. But anyway, I hope you enjoy this video. I know a lot of you will because, let's face it, we all love free stuff. And if you do, remember to slap that like button. So, coming in at number 5, I have a game called Warface. Warface is a first-person shooter made by the same people that made Far Cry and Crysis, and it's not just your standard first-person shooter, you know, where you kill other players. It's not deathmatch kind of thing. It's actually kind of like horde mode, you know, wave-based fighting. So firstly, you start off in a Chinook helicopter and then you get dropped into a location. You have to get through this location and get to the other side of it, and at this location there's going to be various different types of enemies scattered around the battlefield. So, you know, you get quick infantrymen that just rush at you when you're not expecting it. Then you get snipers, and you also have people with riot shields, and sometimes you get juggernauts where, you know, they've got loads of body armor on. So there's various different things. Now, a great thing about this game, the movement is absolutely fluid. It reminded me of Call of Duty a little bit, but yeah, it's very fluid. The graphics aren't that great, but you know, you shouldn't let that change anything. And also, before you can start playing, you need to download a huge update, which took me about 40 minutes to download, you know, depending on your internet speed. One thing that I liked was the weapon customization. Reminded me of Crysis, if any of you guys have ever played that before. But you kind of look at your weapon and you can change the different attachments right there and then on the battlefield. So that's a big plus. So that is Warface. Next up, number 4 is Doritos Crash Course 1 and 2. These are 2 separate games, both available for free. And if you guys have ever seen the program called Total Wipeout, it's kind of like that, where there's a start and a finish and you have to get through the obstacles as quickly as possible. It's very fun, light-hearted, but the best thing about it is that it's very competitive if other friends have downloaded it as well. So for instance, all my friends had it and I would spend all day just trying to beat their time on one track. It's so competitive, very addictive, and I know you guys will love it. So that is Doritos Crash Course 1 and 2. In third place, there is World of Tanks. You guys have probably already heard of that. It's a very popular PC game. It has recently been ported over to the Xbox. But the first thing I must say is that you need to download a update before you can start playing it. And this update took me about 2.5 hours. It was absolutely ridiculous. I just gave up and watched a film instead because it just took so long. It depends on your internet speed. If you have really, really good internet speed, then you know, you'll probably download it in like 30 minutes or something. But my internet speed is not bad at all. It's pretty good, and it still took me 2.5 hours, so that is a bad thing. But anyway, World of Tanks is basically a shooter game where you play as a tank. You don't play as a person, you play as a tank. And you know, there are different modes such as deathmatch, domination, those kind of things. And it's very strategic, so you know, there's a lot of depth to this game. You can easily get into it. Many different tactics, many different tanks to play as. Definitely worth a download if you can be bothered to wait 2.5 hours. But anyway, the graphics are very nice and it's a very good game. Now moving on, we're at number 2 of our list, and number 2 is a game that I absolutely love. It's called Ascend Hand of Kull, or Kull, or however you want to pronounce it, I don't know. Kull? Yeah, let's just go with Kull. Ascend is a game where you play as a god. That's right, a god. It's fucking amazing already. So first of all, you're dropped into this game and you're given a blank slate, a god basically. He is massive. You're surrounded by tiny humans all the time and you can just see yourself. You're basically a giant. You play as a giant. As soon as you start the game up, you get multiple customization options such as hair, face, eyes, skin color, clothes, helmet, boots, weapon. You get all of that, so you get to make your god, I guess you call it. You get to make your god as personalized as you feel fit. So that's the first good thing about it. Secondly, after you've done that, you're asked to dedicate yourself to a realm, I guess. It's kind of like the light side, the dark side, and then there's the void side, which is kind of like space and stuff. And each one of these things grants you different perks, so you have to choose wisely. Once you've chosen one of them, you're entered into the world, given a few tutorials, and then you're left to your own devices. It reminded me of Fable a little bit. You know, you explore the world bit by bit, progressing amongst different kind of areas, I guess, you know, with different scenery. And then you got some spells and you got some combo attacks. But the best thing about it that you have to download this game and try it, because you can eat little humans. It's fucking amazing. I mean, what other game do you play as a giant going around eating little humans? But it doesn't stop there. You can eat their little cows and stomp on their little houses. Furthermore, you can even tell the humans to climb up on you, and then they become your little minions. So yeah, if you're a little bit confused about how I've explained it, it's great. You just gotta try it out. It's so much fun. It had me laughing for quite a while because I was kind of figuring it out, like, what the fuck is this? But anyway, that is Ascend, Hand of Cool. Great bit of fun, and it has quite a lot of depth to it as well if you get into it. Anyway, at number 1 of the top 5 list, you guys have probably guessed this already, but this is a game called Happy Wars. Happy Wars is such a popular game, which is one of the reasons why I've put it as my top 5, because, you know, everyone loves it, but also it is just a great game. The graphics are very simple, not that good, but still it is very addictive. There are 3 different classes: Warrior, Celtic and Mage. Each of these have their own perks and spells, and there are various different game modes, but the main aim is to defend your base and attack the other base. Now, it's not as easy as it sounds. These battles can go on for like half an hour, it's insane. Also, the multiplayer allows for 30 players, so that's 15 v 15. That is quite a big battle. You can also customize your character, and as you progress amongst the ranks, you earn new weapons and armor. So the way I look at it, it's kind of like a team deathmatch for those of you who are a bit bored of first-person shooters, and, you know, you want to find something a bit more on the light side of things, you know, not so serious, bit of fun. It's called Happy Wars for a reason. Go download it and give it a try. So that is my top 5 list for today, guys. You can find all of the games that I've been talking about on the Xbox Live Arcade section, and I promise you they are all free to download, hopefully. Well, they were free to download for me anyway. They might not be in the future, but they probably are. So yeah, make sure you try every one of these, because after all, they are free. Don't have to pay anything for them. But some of the games, such as World of Tanks and Warface, they do take quite a long update to start. So if you're impatient, I wouldn't really try them. So that's about it for today's video. Really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, remember to slap the like button. And you can also check me out on Twitter at The Frog Squad, or Facebook, facebook.com/The Frog Squad. So that's about it for today, guys. Really hope you guys enjoyed. And until next time, I'll see you later, frogs.